One of the people that I really look up to is Martin Luther King. And I know there are a lot of Catholics that are surprised that I would look up to Martin Luther King because he's not even a Catholic. And that's true, he's not a Catholic, but he is a strong follower of Jesus' teachings. And in today's gospel, when we read it, Jesus says that we must love our enemies and that we must pray for them, even if they do wrong against us, and that we shouldn't seek vengeance. And that was what Martin Luther King was all about. We can look in the history and see the suffering that black people have gone through, and it was horrendous. Martin Luther King said that was enough, and he challenged people. But he didn't do it through violence. Now, what if he had chosen to rebel using violence? Then it would have been an awful battle back and forth, and it would have escalated and become even worse. And through violence, white people hurt black people, but black people chose to not respond with violence. They simply said, "Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that." And after a while, it disempowered the white person, and we finally had some peace. Now I know that that's a really hard teaching and it really challenges us. But if we're serious about following Jesus' teachings, and if we were serious, and if we did it, there would be so much less war, so much less murder, and there would be peace throughout the land. Now, how can we become better at following Jesus' teachings? Loving our enemies, praying for our enemies, doing good for them even if they do bad against us? Well, that's a hard question to answer. But I do think that the first step is that we need to become more serious about our relationship with God. We need to pray more. We need to attend Mass and meet Jesus. All of those things help us because they help us open our heart to God and His love and His grace and His peace so that it can fill our hearts and strengthen us. And it helps us to love our enemies. And when we do that, it helps them change their ways, even if they lash out against us. If we don't love our enemies and we don't forgive them and we obsess about what they've done to us, then we poison ourselves and we become angry, bitter people. And if we obsess on what they've done to us, then we're really giving in to the devil and to temptation. And the only way to not give in to the devil and to temptation is to forgive what they've done to us. That takes away the devil's power. So today's gospel really inspires us to try our best to be kind to people who hurt us. And God bless you.